I will be speaking in English, so those of you that need the headphones, please collect them now. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very glad to be in the beautiful capital of a very beautiful region. I've been here once before, but I flew here, and this time I decided to drive to check out the Carpathian Mountains, and I came via Romania and Hungary, in fact, arriving yesterday. And that gives me a much better understanding of what this region is about. I'm representing EBRD, which is the largest investor in Ukraine, but also in many other neighboring countries, and I think the potential of Transcarpathia, based on its rich history, culture and growth potential, neighboring 4 EU countries at its doorstep is enormous, and we would like to invest more into this region as well. So what is the EBRD? And I realize we are slightly behind the schedule, so I will try to flip through some of those slides faster. The EBRD stands for the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. We are much younger than this city here and the region, in fact. We have only been created in 1991 by about 60 countries that put their monies together to promote development and market economy principles in the 30 countries that used to be behind the Iron Curtain. We have a capital base of 30 billion euros and another 5 billion euros, which is revenue we have been generating over the past 20 years, which we are reinvesting into the countries, and in some isolated cases we give away as grants, like we did last week to Chernobyl project, 120 million euros grant. We have a head office in London, and we have the highest possible AAA credit rating. So these are the shareholders of the EBRD. You see that the EU in aggregate controls over half of the capital, but we also have non-EU shareholders, US being the largest, but also Japan, Canada, Korea, for instance, even countries like Egypt and Morocco. Ukraine is one of the shareholders, obviously. As I said, the key purpose for us is to support commercial projects and competition, and to mobilize investment from other sources. So every dollar or euro that we invest, we have been able to demonstrate that we can attract a further dollar or euro from other sources, commercial banks. There are 3 key directions for our operations. Number 1 is private sector and directly financing private sector. Number 2 is companies in the private sector that are too small for us to finance directly, the small and medium-sized enterprises, which in many countries are the core of the growth potential. And these companies we finance through local banking sector, through credit lines that we give to banks that then on-lend to enterprises. And we also provide equity capital